Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Less Lonely Vlog. New setup. I think this is it. I think I'm done. I'm not gonna change anything else. I'm really happy with this. I've been really wanting a way to sit and put my elbows on something and communicate. When I'm using my computer, you guys can kind of see it, but it's not in the way. I just really wanted a good change, and now the room is set up so it actually feels like a studio. It's not a studio, but you get what I'm saying. And also, hold on. I get to finally say that I'm a YouTuber because I'm about to say this sentence. Sorry if it sounds like I'm sick, it's because I have been. I feel like every YouTuber gets to say that at some point, and I finally have done it. So, if you hear it in my voice, if you hear it in my sniffles, I'm sorry. I hope you're not grossed out by that. I feel like I can officially say I do YouTube videos now because I've said that I'm sick, and I've apologized for it on camera. Seriously, so many tissues. We're not talking about being sick today because that's really boring. What we're talking about today is something that's been kind of in here for a while, and I've been kind of exercising it a lot lately just in my own creativity, and it's been something that's been really challenging for me and frustrating. And that's the idea of imposter syndrome. Here, let's do a quick Google search on what imposter syndrome actually means. All right, Google says, imposter syndrome can be defined as a collection of feelings of inadequacy that persist despite evident success. Imposters suffer from chronic self-doubt and a sense of intellectual fraudulence that override any feelings of success or external proof of their competence. Dear God, that hits a little too close to home. And I know that a lot of my friends who are creative wrestle with this feeling. And I'm someone who's done this as well, where I felt the need to justify my creativity, justify the thing that I'm sharing, because for some reason I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to share it. In other words, what I'm saying is that we feel the need to say, hey, just so you know, I know that I'm not awesome, but I'm still gonna share this anyway. And that feels just really wrong, because I feel like the thing that's deep inside of creative people is the need to just put stuff out there, even if it's not fully formed or really well done yet. But there's this lurking suspicion that somebody's around the corner that's going to tell us and remind us that, hey, you have no right to be sharing this. You're just ripping somebody off, or you're not good enough to be sharing art with the world. Either way, there's this tension of where you see you need to be versus where you are versus what other people might think of you. And so we end up just kind of isolating ourselves and not sharing and not talking about the things that we're doing because we feel embarrassed. What do you guys think? I mean, does it sound like something that we could all relate to? Does it sound like something that we could all maybe share a little bit more about to be a little less lonely with one another? I think so, and that's why for today's vlog, I'm actually gonna go out. I'm gonna go out with my friend Keith. We're gonna take some photos. Keith has been doing photography for a very long time, and as a creative person, I'm really curious to hear his insight as well. And so I thought, man, it might be awesome just to get out there, have some fun, make some stuff, and talk about imposter syndrome. So without further ado, let's go take some photos and talk about it. Sweet. Yeah, baby.
Urban Dictionary defines imposter syndrome as when someone who believes their own accomplishments were simply because of luck, tricking others into thinking they are intelligent or timing, when in reality they did them on their own. It's most seen among people who are in higher education or high-achieving jobs. It's actually surprisingly good for Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, very PG.
Yeah,
very PG definition for Urban
on
Dictionary.
the up and up.
So, imposter syndrome, I was thinking about this in light of creativity and thinking about obviously doing a vlog and putting something out like bi-weekly is exposing, and also I would lie if I said I didn't care if you thought it was good.
You lied.
I've heard so many good friends and so many creative people limit themselves and not create because they felt the fear of imposter syndrome, or they'll even have to justify the stuff that they're making. So Keith has been a creative he's older than me. He's an ancient man.
Yeah,
but he's been creating, making, and been in the space for a long time, and he also is like me, a serial hobbyist or just a committed hobbyist. We do a lot.
Yes.
Draw, photos, video. What else
Whatever
do we
we
do?
get our hands on.
Whatever we can get our hands on.
Making, doing,
Yeah.
being, exploring.
In 2020, in Keith's own words, is creation over consumption.
Yeah.
2020, creation over
Creation
consumption.
over consumption.
So I wanted to hear Keith's thoughts on creation over consumption in 2020 and imposter syndrome and how that all pans out. And we're on a really shaky table, so just bear with
I
us.
think a lot about how we live in such a visual culture that we see things that we want to create, and we hold that as sort of like the ideal, and then we start to create, and then we hold our, I've been in this for 1 week and hold it up to somebody who spent their entire lifetime doing this, and being like, well, this it doesn't match up, it's not the same.
Right.
Instead of thinking, like you were saying, well, yeah, where I was at 6 months ago, this is progress, this is still good. And the longer you do a craft, the more that the vision you have in your head comes closer to the reality that you can create.
Yeah.
But it's working through that molding of the clay to be able to get it to the pot that you want it to be.
Yeah, for sure.
Through time, and you only do that through time and energy.
And doing it.
Yeah.
Time, energy, and doing it. You just gotta do, right? Like,
Yes.
at the end of the day, just create.
Everybody struggles with some type of imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Whether they will admit it or not, I'm sure that most people will if you buy them a drink first. But
Coffee.
everybody out there is like faking it, And the second I think a lot of people actually get into the workforce, they see it a lot more in front of them. But we're all just trying to do the best we can, and some of us get a little bit headier about it and let it become a roadblock that we have to get over. But everybody is wrestling through this same thing, that they're not where they want to be, and I think that's what makes us human.
Yeah.
Like we have trajectory in our souls, and we're not yet to where we want to be. So be on the path. Put yourself through the work to get there, and we're all struggling with the fact that we're not there yet. So do it. Do the
Dude.
thing.
Trajectory of our souls, is that what you said?
I don't know what I said. Just
Like,
rewind it back.
Confucius, Keith Fucius. That's what I'm saying. This guy's really smart, and I'm so glad you wanted to be on the vlog today.
Yeah, honored to be here, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for
so
having
you
me.
think you want to be on the Less Lonely vlog more often?
Hell yeah.
He said it here first and last. It's gonna happen. What else do we have to do before I should probably go back to doing other things?
I don't know.
It's starting to rain.
It is sprinkling.
More photos, more walking around. We're gonna try that again because Keith didn't film the cool walking out sequence.
Talk about imposter.
Bye. See you tonight. So what do you guys think? My hope with this vlog was to simply encourage you guys that, hey, if it's in you, put it out there. It may not be perfect, it may not be polished, but who's stopping you? That inner voice in your head that says, no, I can't do this because I'm no fill in the blank, that's just keeping you from getting better. Man, obviously I'm really amped on this, and I hope that you guys can be too. I hope that you feel empowered, ready to go and create, and ditch that imposter syndrome as you keep creating in 2020. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this vlog made you feel less lonely. If it did, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Do it. Just do it. It's fun. And in all honesty though, thank you. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed, and big shout out to anyone who's come up to me and you're like, hey, that vlog made me feel less lonely. That just means the world to me. So thank you so much for that. That is awesome. And with that, we're done. I'm gonna go blow my nose again, I think. That should be probably good. And I'm not gonna film it because who cares about that? All right, that's it.